So you can't shoot while your decoy is out and about. You can't shoot. Your decoy does that stuff. It looks like, oh my god, get funnel up, please funnel up. Oh my god, that damage was nasty. That was disgusting. What is going on, fellow pilots? Welcome back to the channel. Shock Radio here. We are on the brand new War Robots Frontiers test server where we are testing the new Sora Sing's pilot, the Loki robot, the Mesa robot. We have the new Volta Titan. We also have some balance changes as well where they adjusted the Noricum rocket launchers, the Gemini rockets, the Fowler shotguns. They're making all kinds of changes and we are here today to test them. So to start off, we're going to give you a tour of the hangar that we have been given with the new weapons, the new robots, the new modules, all that good stuff. Give you a kind of a tour, show you what they do, and then we're gonna play a match or two and just kind of test everything out. So let's get right into it, starting by the first robot. We have the Loki. So it is a new robot in the upcoming battle pass. Now I don't know if it's going to be the upcoming season, I should say. I don't know if this robot's gonna be released first or second or how they're going, but this might be the new S tier pursuer torso. So the Loki torso makes a holographic decoy which makes you invisible and projects your copy for 8 seconds. The decoy has 50% more armor and shields. Now if you watch my recent tier list video, you might remember I ranked the pursuer torso as an S tier torso simply for the fact that it can make you invisible and it can hold a weapon on top of the torso, and the Loki does exactly that, but it takes it a step further because it is not just a common torso. This is an uncommon torso, higher rarity, so you get the added bonus of deploying a decoy that has 50% more armor and shields, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, also with this robot we're getting new shoulders, the flanker, the Loki shoulders, and we're getting some legs there. The flanker legs, pretty fast, 109 kilometers per hour. Now I'm not going to spit too many numbers out and be like, oh, this is great armor, this is great shield, this is great like this and that. I don't remember the good numbers for shields and legs offhand, so I'm not going to be like, this is going to be meta legs or meta shoulders. I can talk about some torsos, and we're going to experiment with the weapons though. So the light halo weapon, it is a shotgun electromagnetic which shoots a wide horizontal plasma arc that damages everything on its way. 5 ammo. Yeah, ultimately we're going to test it and find out. The blast looks pretty big. Are you going to be able to damage multiple robots with it? Are they going to sit still? It has a pretty slow projectile speed from what I first had seen there. On this robot, we have Joshua Smith. So basic pilot, common pilot there with the feed hacker, weapons reload faster, boost primary and second stat of movement gear. 2 or more allies are within 100 meters, boost all of your gear's primary stats. The big one is ace. If enemies within 200 meters, increase the rate of fire. So not a big deal on the pilot, but I'm not going to be switching out pilots. I'm going to be using what they gave us to test. So that's our first robot there. What is the second one? The Mesa, which has Prodigy pilot, which I have to point out, I love the field repairs. Using support gear restores 4,000 armor to all damage modules, so I have to point that out to start. This is a defense torso, so the torso does not benefit that. But anyway, this new Mesa torso, which is a common torso, actually looks pretty good, and I think it's going to be crazy if you stack something like the Lancelot torso, the Griffin torso. Recently I rated the Griffin in my tier list video as a B, the Lancelot kind of, I think a C. I gave it a C rating. I can't remember, but this would potentially stack with those torsos. It is a defender torso with harmonizer perk restoring 3,000 shield per second for allies within 60 meters and half this value for Mesa itself. It also reduces damage output for enemies in range. So I imagine like the harmonizer perk with the Griffin perk, you're reducing enemy damage. The Griffin is making the damage spread among all your modules and things. You get the Lancelot in there. I mean, you start stacking these various defensive torsos and you just have like this formidable freaking line of defense. And not to mention, I do want to point out in these balance changes, they are increasing the hit points by a lot of various robots. So that's also kind of crazy. So the harmonizer, you can also put a weapon on top, which is nuts. I love the fact that you can do that. I automatically rate my torsos an extra point if you can add any kind of weapon on the top. So pretty cool. It is heavy, 12 weight. We get the shoulders, pretty heavy looking shoulders, but damn, that armor, I might not recall a lot of stats, but that looks 140,000 armor. That's level 13 though. Keep that in mind. All this stuff is leveled. Legs go real slow, obviously. Defender legs real slow. Locust, the light weapon, another shotgun, kinetic shotgun. So this is actually really cool. It's a mid-range shotgun loaded with corrosive shells that deal extra damage over time. So will this weapon work with like the corrosive pilot perk that I don't remember what exactly it's called, but you have like Ruin, I think, is the pilot that increases fire damage and corrosive damage. I am wondering if that would increase the damage of the corrosive shells. So we might have to give that a test in this video, or tomorrow we'll be live on the test server for a brief period testing all kinds of things. So stop by our Twitch or YouTube channel tomorrow, and yeah, we'll be testing all kinds of fun things. So this also has the ammo fabricator, which is the new supply gear coming in the next season that deploys a device that boosts the reload speed of allies in range by 50%. I can think of a lot of builds that could use that supply gear. I'm looking at you, Scourges. Yeah, you need the reload buff. Well, there you go. There's some supply gear that gives you a reload buff. That's crazy. Can you imagine like a fire build and a Scourge build kind of working together, and they have like the supply gear that boosts the reload speed? It kind of be nuts. All right, so this next build that we have to test out is actually a Fenrir build, which the Fenrir is getting a buff, increasing the shoulder armor from 90,000 to 103,000 armor. So the Fowlers are also getting a buff with an increased fire rate from 75 rounds per minute to 80 rounds per minute. They're decreasing the required time to fully charge from 1.2 to 1.1 second, and increasing the damage to armor from 6.5k to 6.8k. So we're seeing pretty good buffs all around. Ultimately, the reflector is getting changed too. So they're changing the behavior of the reflector. Incoming damage is no longer absorbed, only reflected. At the highest level, the percentage of return damage is increased from 50 to 60%. So ultimately, we're going to deal more damage with this reflector perk, as well as the same thing goes for Deflector Gizmo, which is the pilot perk you can find that's getting changed as well. We're just going to be doing more damage to the enemy, but not absorbing the damage. Now, with this build, we can also test out the new hero pilot, Sora Sing, which is going to be available in the shop. And if you are on PC making any shop purchases, make sure you're using my link in the description, my link in the pinned comments, and using code SHOCKRADIO at checkout to give our channel credit for our awesome work in War Robots Frontiers. Thank you for your support. So Sora Sing's talents: for the general, you have gear going off cooldown 5% faster. You have case harden, where you take 3% less damage from all sources, and of course feed hacker for faster reload. Flanker perk, you have gun nut. Your shotguns and special weapons deal 4% more damage, which I'm actually very excited about. Obviously, with a lot of shotguns being the main weapons in the upcoming season, it seems like she's going to be very handy, as well as special weapons. I'm actually kind of excited to use her with my shock train build if they actually fix shock trains. Boost the shield by 5%, and fast reflexes boost primary and secondary stats of movement gear by 5%. So for the leader perk, you have Vanguard. If 2 or more allies are within 100 meters, boost all of your gear's primary stats by 10%. Or fire support, 2 or more allies are within 100 meters, your weapons deal 7% more damage, and assist boost your speed and mobility by 15% for 5 seconds. Also, she has the Mayflower perk there. Taking damage speeds up your reload. If any module has less than 30% armor, you take 10% less damage. Or activating any defensive gear reduces shield cooldown by 25% for 15 seconds. Now, of course, her ace is the big one. I love my Ratchet Thompson pilot. So if you haven't been able to find Ratchet Thompson, well, this chick is going to be pretty badass. Your shots have a 5% chance to hit all the target's modules at once. I was using this particular perk in my best sniper video, which you can click here if you want to check out, where we were dealing 60, 70, 80, 90, 100,000 damage in a single shot across the whole build. Now, it wasn't just hitting one module. You're not going to one tap a build with this perk necessarily, but say you're like me and you don't necessarily always hit that red target every time. If you have ricochet perk and you hit like the green shoulder, but you were aiming for the red shoulder, and you get this ricochet perk off, you're gonna get that kill shot regardless of where you hit on a robot. So it's just a really good talent, which makes her just a great pilot, and also just all the other abilities she has is really good. Now also they gave us 2 Vortex and 2 Norcoms on this build to try out. There was a nerf to artillery weapons. They reworked the mechanics of artillery. This goes for rampants, magnetos, Norcoms. Explosions no longer penetrate barriers, domes, walls, and other terrain. So this doesn't seem like too big of a deal as for Norcoms, but I can see this being kind of massive. There's a lot of spots in the map where you can kind of hide from Norcoms, but you can't really, because no matter what, you're going to take damage. So if we get a map where people can hide now, it's going to be a lot harder to target them with Norcoms and get that blast radius. So that ultimately will be pretty good. And then you have Prime there as the pilot. And the last build before we go over our Titan is the Geminis, which are getting a buff. They're changing the flight path of the projectiles. The missiles now stabilize faster. They added splash damage to the projectiles. Missiles now deal 1660 splash damage to armor within a radius of 3.5 meters. And they're increasing the damage to armor from 7.5k to 8100. Now, I don't have a ton of experience with Geminis, but I've always heard they were kind of like meh, so we're going to see how good they are today. I do like the Purifier torso. Now, I think they gave us these shoulders because the Fury shoulders are getting an increase in shoulder armor from 85 to 98,000 and an increase in torso armor, but again, we have Purifier torso there. The Lancelot legs on this build are actually getting pelvic armor increase from 110 to 134,000 and increase in leg armor from 110 to 134,000. So also a buff to the Lancelot. Now that's it for our main builds. Now for the Titan, the Volta Titan that is coming out. Now I don't know if this is going to be unlockable at a certain level in the game or if this is going to be part of the battle pass. I imagine it's going to be like reach like level X and you get the Volta. I hope that's kind of the case, is like unlocks an extra blueprint somewhere in the progression for newer players. But the new Volta, which has a bunch of cool stuff, the galvanic screen generates a barrier that blocks projectiles and slowly travels forward for 7.9 seconds. All enemies passing through it receive 3,990 damage per second. So ultimately a freaking flying barrier that also damages enemies. Really cool. The main weapons are going to be rocket launchers, electromagnetic rocket launchers, which fires high velocity unguided rockets with a wide splash radius. So pretty cool, pretty exciting to see. They almost seem like autocannons when I first seen them, but we're going to see how they work. You have your short circuit for your left shoulder, which releases a static discharge that bounces off to nearby targets. It's kind of like the shock train, which is kind of cool. It deals 7,980 damage and prevents enemies from using gear for 6.4 seconds. So that preventing enemies from using gear is actually pretty insane. You could counter like you can counter so many Titans. Now I wonder if you shoot them mid gear, if it'll just stop them from like, if say a matriarch gets on you and does that like damage health pool thing where it just annihilates everything. If you can just shoot this and disable it mid shot, that'd be kind of cool. Also for its special ability for the torso, sorry, the core gear I should say, activates a built-in electric weapon for 9.3 seconds. It automatically picks a target near your crosshairs, dealing 7,980 damage per shot to a random module. Now that is shocking. So we're going to test all these builds, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch for all our live streams, and jump in the Discord. Thank you guys for watching this far. Let's get into some matches with these builds. All right, getting started off, we got the Loki bot here. Oh, the reworked map, dude. This map looks good, man. This looks good. Boom, let's go, dude. They're like rapid machine gun firing right now because they're different levels, right? So they have different reload times, which is nuts. Come on, pop off. There we go, pop off. Right, nasty, dude. These things are actually kind of nasty. I'm most looking forward to trying that corrosive shock. I'm not gonna lie though. Oh my god, dude, that different reload time, like. I'm a disbeliever that helps a build. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a disbeliever. I'm like, you're just ultimately less damage and less, you know, less reload speed, right? But can I shoot while I'm like, why won't it shoot? I don't know why it's not shooting. Is it, I can't shoot while that decoy is there, I guess? That was weird. I think you can't shoot when your decoy's active. I don't know. That might be a bug or that's part of the description. I'm not sure. All right, we're trying out this new corrosive shotgun. It's gonna be nasty, dude. Have some boosted reload. Can I hit something? There we go. There's a shot. They got some range on them too, man. Corrosive at range is nasty. I want to put this on the Scorpion torso. Like instantly. Throw this bad boy on a Scorpion torso. There we go. Oh, God. Yeah, it's dirty, man. This build's pretty dirty. I think we just have a good team going too, but there we go. Get a little bit on there. Does it go through shield? No. It takes a while to penetrate shield, actually. Hold on. Did he just decoy me? I'm confused. I just been decoyed. I think I've been decoyed. Oh, I definitely been decoyed. Oh, heal. I don't know. Whatever Q is. Ah. I think that guy used decoy on me and got me. All right, so these are the Fowler shotguns here with the Fenrir. We're way away from the battle. Okay. There you go. Damage. Our Fowler is gonna be good. What is this? What is this? That was kind of nasty. They got some range on them, but the holy spread can hit everything on the way. Yeah, they got giant spread. Can we get like spread reduction in here? Perk with some spread reduction. Oh, I'm done. Oh, that's a shield. Dude, that was beautiful Titan shield right there. The Volta Titan shield, that was good. He just saved his teammate right there with that shield. That was pretty nasty. I really don't want to use Norcoms and Vortex, but I might have to soon. All right, Gemini rocket launchers. Here we go. A little bit of Gemini action. Well, they do some damage. Never used these before, so I'm like, what is this spread on these things? We're fighting a damn Titan right now. Where's my team? I need my team. I don't care for how these shoot very much still. Well, these are doing a lot of damage, but I don't have trouble seeing the blast, and they're just like, meow. I don't know. There we go. I need my Titan. Someone's gonna spawn here. Can I walk faster? Walk fast. Oh my god, it's two of them. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Pardon my French. They were just waiting for me to get there. They were just waiting. Oh, and there's one behind me. There's one behind me, Bobby. Umbrella. I don't know. That's not gonna help. Oh, umbrella incoming missiles. Perfect. Only time that's ever been useful in my life. I still died. Time to artillery, baby. Artillery time. It's our favorite time. Oh, and they got the Orochi, dude. Okay. Hello, friend. You cannot hide in open field. I am not good with artillery, though, I will tell you. Well, that guy's dead. Alright, I want my Titan. I want to try the Titan out, so let me go ahead and come back here. Fun fact, if you guys need free heals in this game, you just come back. I mean, I'm not damaged or anything. I just want to try the Titan. And you hit C on the PC. There's probably a different button on controller, obviously. And boom, we have our Titan. Can I fly? I believe I can fly. Doo doo doo. Alright, now I don't remember which button is which. I think the back button is my shield. Oh boy. I should have practiced more in the test range. What does this button do? I think Q is block, right? There we go, a little barrier in front of me now. You can't shoot me, buddy. I need to get closer. I can actually just travel with my thing, right? Oh, here we go. And then I'll do a little lock-on thing. Oh, we're doing things here. This thing is like a close-range Titan, but also like it has that autocannon. I call it an autocannon. Shoots like an autocannon, but it's a rocket launcher. This is a pretty beast Titan. It's shocking. It's perfect. It's exactly what I've been looking for in the game. More thunder, more lightning, more shock. That's what this game needs. More shock. There's a little shield thing. Fires pretty slow, but I could have saved my friend if I would have jumped in front of him. Maybe I could have saved you. Oh, there's a door ability. Maybe I can't go under that. Can I go over it? I'm a spider. How much of a spider is it? Holy fucking carnage. Zap, zap. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, he got me. He got me. Oh, dang. Dude, that corrosive shotgun is pretty disgusting. I'm just gonna get the hell back here. Holy fast build. This thing is fast. You can't hide, boy. Nowhere to hide. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Enemy revealed. I don't really use artillery, man, but this build's pretty fun. Just flying through the sky, locking on, you know. Doing a little lock on here, a little lock on there. He's gonna kill me. I need heals. I'm dead. I'm dead. I am out of bots. I'm out of bots. We got it though, right? Oh no. Alright, that was pretty fun. I think the corrosive shotgun is my favorite so far. Let's see if we can get another match in here. Alright, here we are. We got the new Fisher map, the updated Fisher map. Pretty sweet. Another map that's been updated. Looks really, really good actually. This looks really nice. I started, I think this is called the Loki bot. I'm gonna mix these up, but these have the corrosive shotguns. I don't remember what they're called right now. Don't remember the name, but they're my favorite so far, I think. They're gonna be nasty. That corrosion damage is insane. Alright. Holy Jolene, get over here. Get over here. Do a little... Sugar. I need to maybe get to cover. Holy crap. Is that enemy shield? That is definitely enemy shield. I'm getting cover. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to put this in my arsenal, man. Oh, and then you got the extra damage. If only I could have turned right, maybe gave him my right side. He had the same weapon though. GG. It was a good run, good run, good run. All right, so this new one, the other new shotgun, I can't remember the name of it offhand. Goes through the enemy, damages everything in like a line. Pretty awesome. And these they have different upgrades. I'm sure I mentioned already in this video somewhere, but they fire different fire rates, so you can like machine gun these bad boys. It's kind of crazy. While we're reloading, we'll holograph. They won't know where we is. Boom. Epic. We have a full reload here. You get these firing at different firing rates. It's kind of crazy. I'm still not convinced it's more damage because still one weapon does less damage and less reload speed. But when you get them firing alternatively, it's really crazy. My decoy just got a kill. That's crazy. So you can't shoot while your decoy is out and about. You can't shoot. Your decoy does that stuff. It looks like, oh my god, get funnel up, please funnel up. Oh my god, that damage was nasty. That was disgusting. Oh, these legs, dude, the boost. The fuel and speed on these legs actually really nice too. God dang, dude. All right. I might take it back. I mean, there's my decoy. Is my decoy doing anything? I gotta figure out that decoy. Like, I don't think you can shoot while your decoy is live. Yeah, no, this thing is nasty. This weapon's actually, like, surprising me right here. But it's just this corridor where they're just funneling in at that fucking bonus. You're just stacking damage. That's nuts. So what does our decoy do? We got full ammo. He's not shooting. He's shooting. Does he shoot without me shooting, or? He doesn't really shoot. He just kind of goes at people. I'm dead. Let's give this the Geminis a chance again. These rockets here. Be a good map to do it. Nice corridor right here for them to funnel into. God damn the damage, dude. This match I feel like is not a good indicator because they're just funneling up for me to freaking pummel. It's nasty. Got our Titan deployed over there. Oh. Holy. Man, I want to use my Titan, but it's too late. This is GG. That was... Dude, these new builds are actually quite disgusting. Thank you guys for checking out our playtest for War Robots Frontiers. You can catch me live on Twitch every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. You can click the video on the left of your screen if you want more War Robots Frontiers content, as well as to join our growing Discord. Remember, PC players, use our link if you need any warp reels for anything in-game. It would mean a lot to the channel if you would use the link. Links are in the description and the comments below. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'll see you in the next video.